October 11, 2010, 4:12 p.m. We're setting up audio and video out here, and Steve heard something in the tree line across the way. Trying to ascertain if it was anything other than natural.
Leafy tree area, just like you said. It was a noise that you're waking up, you're making it. Oh, those are creepy noises.
October 11th, 2010, 4:50 p.m. Well, we're primarily set up at camp. We're down here. I'm down here by the river. No visible signs of salmon, unfortunately, but I haven't walked the river thoroughly or anything. We're just setting up gear, trying to get it going. We got the trail camera set up on time-lapse mode right here on the tripod, watching this bend in the river. It's set to take a picture every minute during daylight hours. It's going to take a picture of everything over here every 60 seconds. And we'll run that all day, changing the card out, checking our status, seeing what we got as far as pictures. Back down closer to camp, we got the other bend in the river we want to watch, and what we're going to do in this case is just run the video camera down this side of the bend and turn it on at sunrise from inside the van and let it video as soon as the crack of dawn hits. Then we'll go back and review the video. I think our best time to get a picture is going to be right at dawn when the first light comes. So the camera's right here, and it's going to be taking pictures, video, excuse me, at sunrise. There's elk right there in the middle of the trail down there, just to the right of that telephone pole. Risky saw some movement, and then it turned broadside. There it is. So I showed you guys a picture. We do have wildlife out here. It's still October 12th, 2010. It's 1:09 p.m. Risky and I are parallel in the river looking for evidence. We're squatted down here watching the river banks. Right in front of here is a little mud bar, sand bar, with a little stream that splits off. I was here last year. There was salmon just kicking through here. Not so far. Kind of disappointing, but we still got the rest of the week. And the main river is where that big huge log is, straight ahead. It's where the main part of the river is. It's all sand and rock, mostly rock, brought down by the waters from the mountains. We're just kind of sitting here. Now, if our theory's correct, Biggie's down here waiting for the salmon. We're not sure if he's here yet. He'd be up in these tall trees across the river, because that's where they would go coming down from the mountain up here. And they'd just be probably sleeping, cooling their heels, laying in the sun in the tall trees, waiting for an opportunity to come out and get salmon. They might be probing the river during the day and looking around for salmon like we are. And maybe just going back and going to sleep. We don't know. So we're just kind of snooping around the bank here, looking for some movement. It's October 12th, 2010, 3:35 p.m. Down on the river, looking around, doing a little survival fishing with a hook and weights, and some grubs from the fishing store. Actually, they're not live grubs. Boy, the river is running fast. We're hoping to see him run here soon. This is day 2 of our week-long excursion. And no signs of him. The water is high and running fast, so we might have some runners. We're just not seeing them because the river's so high. And they might be just chilling out somewhere downstream, waiting to make the run when the river calms down. October 13th, 2010, 12:13 p.m. We're up here 4 or 5 miles west of camp, down along the river, farther downstream, looking for signs of salmon. And there's no indication of any dead salmon along the banks, which is normally a indication of the late salmon run. You'll have a lot of dead salmon. The salmon are running, they're running deep in the river. There would be some signs along the surface, and doesn't seem to be any. This is not good news for us. This is day 3 of our week-long salmon run, ambush. It's still the 13th of October. It's 1:45 p.m. We came down farther upstream towards camp, about a mile, along this sandbar at this pullover spot. Just get an idea if there's any tracks, see if there's any tracks or evidence. A lot of these trees just blocking the access to the river. Try to get through here, get down to the bank, and see what I can see along the bank. Wow, that wasn't easy. Wow. The other side is private property, and this is the highway side. Trying to get a peek along the river, see if there's any salmon carcasses at all. And maybe old Biggie cooling his heels in the trees, keeping an eye on the river just like we are. We were just speculating that maybe the clan has maybe a adolescent or a younger squatch that comes down every day to check the river and go back and report to the clan that the salmon are running. So we're just down there taking a look. Nothing much to see so far. Co-worker of mine saw one down in this area last year during the run, wading in the water, looking down at the pickings of salmon before it took off. Broad daylight.